Alright guys, welcome. We are back again. FlyOrDie Live Q2 2026 8-ball knockouts. We have another round one match this evening for you. And if we just switch to the brackets, and we'll show you what match we're going to play. So tonight we've got top right hand side, we've got Anubis versus Dunmore. And hopefully with any luck, the internet issues that we experienced in the last match have been resolved. So yeah, I was having a little issue with my Wi-Fi last time, so I'm actually connected with a cable this time. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we will not have any internet-related issues this time. So here we go. So Anubis and Dunmore. This is our first round match, race to 5, and again, this is going to be quite a difficult one to call. Two very highly skilled players in around the 600-700 rating mark. So we will get this match underway any second. I'm going to give the guys the go-ahead. Again, this is a race to 5 in this first round, and as soon as the guys create the match, we will bring you the feed. So we are live, guys. I'm just going to switch the music off, and then we'll get straight into this match. So here we go. Anubis versus Dunmore. Good luck, both players. And it's Anubis to break. So nothing down for Anubis. And Dunmore has got an open table. So just looking at the previous tournament, the Q1 knockout, Anubis actually advanced to the quarterfinals, but he got beat by Shadow, so he's a little bit unlucky last tournament, facing Shadow, who was the ultimate winner in the quarterfinal. Dunmore actually did really well last time. He made it to the semi-final, and then he faced Shadow, so both players got knocked out by Shadow last time. And again, this one being going to be a difficult one to call. Get your predictions in. Let me know what you guys think, how the match is going to go. So just a bit of a stalemate at the moment down at the bottom of the table with the balls, the way they're positioned. They're not really that well spread. Anubis with the solids. Can he just get through the gap here? He's got this 5 to the middle. Obviously, a lot of balls are going to have to be moved if he's going to run out from here as usual. So the question is, does he just play a containing safety and hope that Dunmore makes a mistake, or is he going to go for it? This one does pass the 11 at the top of the table, as you can see, just about, so he can play the 5 into the middle, and then he'll have this one bring the ball, the white ball, back down the table, and he's got a few balls he can use to break the pack open. 7 and the 2 would be good candidates just to try and split the rest of the balls up, and he's actually missed that one into the corner pocket. It was tight, but it was definitely makeable, but he's ended up missing it, and Dunmore is back in here with the stripes. Well, this 11 obviously doesn't go anywhere here, and he's got really no other ball to go for. You can see here that 12 not passing the 6 ball there. So he's going to have to just play a containing shot here and just not let Anubis anything easy. He's done okay. I mean, obviously, Anubis has actually got this 7 up into the top corner, but he's still going to have a little bit of work to do just with regards to the rest of the balls, with that 12 ball blocking the corner pocket there. And Granada has just entered the chat. He's playing his game hopefully soon against I'm Back 147, and that'll be the top left side of the brackets taken care of, and then that'll be us firmly into the quarterfinals in this Q2 knockout. So we should be bringing you that game. Oh, that's a great shot there by Dunmore, just to play the 15 off the 12, and he's got a good chance here to come up the table and disturb this 11. He's done that really well. Where has he landed? He's landed okay. This black will go into the bottom right corner pocket. So that was a great shot there. by Dunmore to give him a really good chance at running out. He hasn't played that well on the black though, and that was a difficult one to get position on. And now he doesn't have any shot on this 8-ball, and the problem is, how the hell does he get it safe? I don't know. Is he going to try and maybe do a triple? I don't know if the triple's on into the middle pocket. I don't think the double is. I don't think he's got quite enough angle. So can he maybe try and play off the 3? I mean, it's a sort of 1 in 100 shot, but play it off the 3 and try and do something like that. I think I would probably try the triple, like try and do something like this. But again, it's a very, very low percentage shot. Let's see what he goes for. He's tried the double. He almost went for the triple, but he's missed it. And Anubis has a clear run here at his solids, so he's got a really good chance of clearing these up, you would imagine. Yeah, everything's out in the open here, so really good chance for Anubis to take this first frame in this race to 5. We will be bringing you another game tomorrow night, and that will be Anubis versus, or sorry, what am I talking about? That will be Tommy, Sean Murphy, #1 versus Shadow. So that's going to be an incredibly good match to see if you're wanting to see that one. That's going to be tomorrow night at around 10 o'clock UK time. So make sure not to miss that one. That will be Sean Murphy, #1 versus Shadow tomorrow evening UK time, 10 o'clock. So put that in your calendar. Put that in your diary. You're not going to want to miss that one. So Anubis just taking his time here. He's played that well. He can play this 7 and then take the 3 into the corner pocket, and then the black's in the middle of the table, so he can play that anywhere he wants, really. He might just choose to stun across and play the black into the top corner as we look at it. Well, I don't know what happened there, but he's missed the 3 and he's given Dunmore an absolute Christmas present here. That 3 was not an expected miss from Anubis there. I mean, not sure what happened. Did he just try and put a little bit too much spin on it, and he's ended up hitting it really close to the near jaw, actually. So he'll not be happy with that one, and he's gifted Dunmore this first frame in this race to 5. And whenever you're playing a match with where it's only sort of, you know, race to 3, race to 4, race to 5, you don't want to be giving any free ones away. That's for sure. So Dunmore 1-0 in this opening game. And Anubis will be kicking himself there. All right, so we've got Anubis at the table here with the stripes. And he really needs to get a response after that mistake. Balls aren't actually too bad. The only real problem ball is the 9 ball, but he's got a good few balls close to it to nudge it out. So the stripes are actually looking pretty decent at the moment. I mean, he's got a good chance now if he just does this 12-14 combo just to run through and nudge that 9 out. It's got a good angle on it there, you can see. He might try to do that now. And he did try and do it, but that's not ended up good for him at all. And you can see here, he doesn't actually have a shot to go for to keep this run going. So it's going to have to be a safety, you would imagine. No, I don't think he's actually snookered Dunmore out of this, hitting this 6 here. So I think that's a little bit of a bad safety shot. And, well, Dunmore actually got away with that one because it was actually missing, but the 5 helped it in. And really only ball that won't go is the 3. And he's maybe going to play it in off the 12. I think that's what he was trying to do. He's got the second best thing, which is the snooker. Anubis is in a bit of a tough spot here because obviously it's not that hard to hit the 12 or the 9. It's the problem is trying to get this safe afterwards. And he's just had a go at it. And he's whacked it as hard as he can, hoping for something to drop. And Dunmore has another good chance of running out here to take this match 2-0 in his favour. Everything going here, so really good chance for Dunmore. He can play this 5-ball. Yeah, he's really straight on it here. He could choose just to run through, play the 4 down the rail, and then play the 2 and then the 7. I think that's, well, I didn't expect that to happen. He's just missed a 5, and Anubis is straight back into this game. And really, Dunmore would very rarely miss a shot like that. There's been a couple of misses in this game. You can see just caught the outside jaw there. And Anubis is back in. And he really needs to take this opportunity. So I think he's just going to take his time here, make sure of the right route to take. The 9 obviously goes easily into this right corner pocket. So I think taking this 12 first and then the 15. And he's going to have to come down, play off the cushion now. Just land for this 9. He's played that a little bit too softly, and he's not on this 9, I don't think. It might just be cuttable. He really needed to play that stronger and end up more closer to the line. Is he going to try and cut this in? And I think it might just go, and it has done, but where's the white gone? Not on a great spot for this black. Bit of work to do yet. If he's going to take this frame, he could try the reverse double into the middle pocket. I think that's probably the easiest shot between it and trying to double it into the corner pocket. I think maybe just trying to double it into this middle pocket. And that's what he's tried. Is he going to get the triple? No, he's not. And Dunmore is right back in here. And he's got a reasonably easy opening 2-ball. Yeah, that was the problem there, really, the positioning on the next ball. He's still okay. I mean, he's got a very thin cut on this 5, but the problem is he needs to land well on this 4. It's really glued to the rail, as you can see, so he needs to be somewhere on this left-hand side of the table if he's going to make this 4 easy to pot. Well, he's missed the 5, and you can see there where he was trying to land the white. That would have been perfect. But Anubis has got a chance of taking this, and that looks like a certainty. Just needs to take his time. Everyone knows about how deadly these middle pockets are. As soon as you hit that near jaw, that very angular, sharp near jaw, it won't go in, so he just needs to take his time, aim this up, and it should be 1-1. You can see he's just taking his time. This needs to be inch perfect to make sure he doesn't hit the jaw. Yeah, and there we have it, 1-1. A couple of easy pots that have been missed in this game. It's a little bit nervy here. Hopefully the guys will settle in, but when the pressure's on, anything can be missed. And we have Anubis back at the table here with a break shot. Can he pot anything? Nope, nothing down. So Dunmore will have open table. Yeah, so he's went for the solids. He's potted 1 for free. He didn't really want that to go in because now he's going to have to take this 1-ball, which isn't easy. Yeah, you can see there he's missed that one. Anubis is going to be right back in here with the stripes. got a good chance just to play this 14 and move some of the balls near the corner pocket. He's got that angle there, you can see. Well, he's not exactly sure what happened there, but the 14 went into the pocket that he was trying to pot into, but not in the way that he wanted. And let's have another look at this. What happened here? He's hit that far too. He's got way too much angle and he's missed it, but then it came back and went in off the 15. So he's still at the table, and you can see the balls are all clumped down at this bottom right hand corner. So he's going to have to move the balls here. Is he going to fluke another one? He's fluked another one. So the run continues for Anubis, and he's still okay. He's got this 10 ball, and he can dig into the white and try and just... he's apologising there in chat for that one because that's 2 flukes in a row. So just saying sorry in the chat. But you can see here he's still on this 10 ball, and if he digs into the white, he can just... If he wants to play aggressive, he can just dig into that white and try and move these balls near this right corner pocket to give him a chance, and he's done that. That's worked out pretty well. He's got this 11 ball, and he can try and play it in such a way to relieve the other balls if he wants to. Looks like he might actually play this 15 first. So really just the 9 ball will have to be released. I don't actually know. Does this 13 ball? I don't think it does, and he's not played that well. Not sure what he was trying to do there, but he's ended up almost snookered on both balls. And Dunmore just saying unlucky in the chat. Well, I'm not really sure what Anubis was trying to do there. I think the better option would have actually been to play the 13 ball that was there that he potted and try and play that aggressively and open up the 2 balls here, but he's gone about it a different way, and now he's kind of faced with this issue, and I think he can just get past the 5 and the 6 to hit this 13, but it's going to be very tight. I think he's just going to choose to... I don't think he can make... obviously, he's decided he can't go through there, so he might just try and... I don't know. I'm not really sure of that path because I don't think there was an angle there. I think the black was always going to be in the way, so not really sure what he was thinking there. So Dunmore will get back at the table in frame 3. And Dunmore just saying unlucky, but Anubis was saying no problem because he was he was very lucky twice before, so what goes around comes around, I guess. And Dunmore back at the table. He's played a nice shot on the 6 ball, and you can see the run is going to continue. Potted the 4 ball. I think he can just hold if he plays this 5 for the 1 in the opposite corner pocket. So this is the key shot. Just needs to play it dead weight. Well, he had to play that dead weight to make sure he landed on the 1 ball, and he's played it softly, and it hasn't dropped. Only good news for him is he's basically taken control of this pocket, so Anubis might try to take control back and just play this 13 into the 5 and maybe place the white up the other side of the table. Well, I think that's exactly what he wanted to do, but he's actually ended up missing the 13-5 combo. And this looks like another gift for Dunmore. All he needs to do is to pot this 5, make sure he misses this 13, which he's done, and he can have this black into the left corner pocket for a 2-1 head start in this race to 5 in this first round match. And just a little bit messy here by both players, just not at their best at the moment. So frame 4, 2-1 is the score at the moment. Dunmore at the table here with a break. Nothing's gone down, so Anubis has a chance here. He's chosen to go solids. Really, the only problem for him is this 14 stripe that's blocking the bottom right corner pocket. That's going to mean the, well, maybe the 4 does pass the 14, but it's definitely going to hamper him from running out here. And he's not in a great position there after that last pot, so he might be forced into taking this 4 ball. And he's played that well, but look where the white's gone. The white's away, and that's very unlucky. There's been a couple of lucky and unlucky moments in this match already, so bad luck there by Anubis. Gives ball in hand to Dunmore, and the way these stripes are sitting, you would say this isn't going to be a bad chance for him. They're all out in the open. Every single ball does pot without having to move anything, so if he can just play the white in around these balls and not really move anything, he'll be okay. Black's sitting in a perfect position as well. And there's nothing that Anubis can do about that last shot where the white went in off. That was just bad luck. Winner of this match will go on to face Fantastical Noob, who is going to be a difficult opponent. He came runner-up in the last tournament against Shadow in an epic match. If you haven't seen that match, I am telling you, go back and watch it. The final of last year's knockout was an absolute barnstormer of a match, and if you haven't seen it, you've got to go back and watch it. So the winner of this will go and face Fantastical Noob in the semi-final, sorry, the quarter-final. So back at the game here, Dunmore on the stripes, and he's missed the 9 to the corner. Has he left anything? Not really. I think Anubis can maybe get through to the 3 ball to the middle, but that would be an ambitious shot. I think the angle is just about there. Well, he's chosen the 5 to double the 5 into the middle instead, and I'm not sure about that. I think maybe the 3 into the middle was the more easy shot, but they're both difficult. Dunmore here, this is going to be another win, you would say. You'd put your house on him clearing from here. So just 11 ball into the corner, stun up for this black into the same corner pocket. As you can see, that's exactly what he's done. And this black ball will make it 3-1 in Dunmore's favour. And again, race to 5 for those who are just joining us in the first round here. So whoever gets to 5 will take this and move on, and we'll play Fantastical Noob in the quarterfinal. So we've got Anubis with the break shot here. Hopefully he can pot a ball. He really needs to win another frame. If Dunmore wins the next one, he'll have a real mountain to climb. And he's potted a solid here, so he'll have a chance to run out if he can just pot and break things up here. The break has kind of not opened the balls that well, so he's going to have to do a little bit of opening up of balls himself, as he's chosen to go solids. He might have to take the 4 cushion first, or is he going to take this 3? Going to take this 3 on, double into the middle. Yeah, that was a bit ambitious. I would have just played the 4 cushion first, but he opted for that 3 and he's missed it. So Dunmore has a good chance here. The 14 going into this corner is going to open the rest of the balls up, as you can see. Well, the 8-ball almost went into the middle, but luckily for him it did not, so he is still on this run. Well, I don't know. There's been some balls missed in this game, and I don't know what happened there. I mean, that is a pretty routine cut into the corner pocket, and Dunmore's missed it by quite a margin there. So already this game, we've seen a couple of routine balls missed, and that just shows you that whenever the pressure's on, nothing's easy. So Anubis has that all-important chance here. He just needs to make sure not to do anything too crazy. He's got 3 balls left on the black to make this a 3-2 scoreline, which he absolutely does need. Dunmore's just saying they're both missing balls as if they're 15 rating players, but this is just what happens, you know, once you've got this kind of situation where you're in a tournament and every shot matters. It's very easy to just overthink things and maybe play a little bit too quickly or get a bit nervous, and then you end up missing balls that you shouldn't. So yeah, Anubis here has a bit of an issue because nothing actually pots, so he's going to have to try and, I mean, is he going to play the one off the cushion here? Just play it off here and hope that he goes in off the, that's what I would have played, but didn't seem he went that route. He's just played a little bit of a containing safety, I think, and Dunmore's got a chance. 9 ball obviously doesn't go at the moment, so that's going to have to be moved if he's going to run out from here. Interesting way to play that one. Played it in off a ball, 15's down. He's going to try and FOD special this one in, I think, and he's done that. That's a great shot. He's going to have to teach me that one because, well, I've tried that before and let's just say was not successful. Let's just have another look at that. That is a reverse, what I would call a reverse FOD special. So there you have it. And, well, that's a good way to get rid of that issue in this game if you know how to play that shot. So well done by potting that ball. You see that the odd time you just, you know, sometimes these players at this level can pull off these crazy shots to keep the run going. And Dunmore has missed that long 10 up to the corner pocket, which means Anubis is going to have another chance in this match, in this frame, should I say, to try and grab this next frame in his name. Is he going to play this combo? I think that's risky. I would have just played this 7 ball and then tried to land on the 1 ball. That's what I would do. Just try and, you know, bring the white somewhere here, because then he would have the 1 available. I think the combination is a bit risky, just with it not being set. So I think going for the 7 is the better option. And you can see that's what he's done, and he's played that perfectly, as you can see in that circle I drew earlier. Problem here is obviously the black is covering the opposite pocket, so he's going to have to draw the cue ball back and move this 4, you would imagine. That's exactly what he's done. And how's your luck? Not great. Yeah, that's really unlucky. I mean, that is literally the only place, apart from hiding behind one of the stripes, that he could have put that ball where he doesn't really have a shot. I mean, that is very bad luck. There's been some seriously good and bad luck moments in this match so far, and that's definitely one of them. And the problem he's got is obviously trying to make sure that Dunmore doesn't have a shot, and that you can see there is going to be very difficult. Well, you'll probably see now that Dunmore, I mean, can he see this 10? I think he just about can. If he can see this 10, I think that's frame over, but it might be too tight to pot. I think he just about can see it. He'll know better than we do, obviously. But to me, that looks like he can just about get through. Play this 10, stun around the back of the 12 ball. Is he going to just take the combo to be sure? I mean, the combo isn't that difficult, but it's definitely more difficult than if he could just get through the gap to pot the 10 straight. I think he maybe thinks he doesn't have the gap there, so he's going to try the 11 and 10 combination shot. And if he pots this, you would imagine he'll run out from here. Well, wouldn't you look at that? He's missed the combo, and Anubis is right back in this frame, and all he has to do is pot this easy 4 down the rail, and he's got the 8 ball in the opposite corner pocket. And this will be a huge point in the match here if he can get this frame, and it looks like he is going to. And there we have it. So Anubis taking this frame to go 2-3 down. And that was incredibly important for him to win that frame. Otherwise, he would have been 4-1 down with Dunmore only needing one frame to win the match. So really desperately needed that last frame to go his way. And it has done. So Anubis with the solids. Can he get another one? If he could bring it back to 3-3, he'll be delighted, I would imagine. I think he's going to be forced to play the 7-ball here. I don't think there's any other available shots. That 4 you can see there, just not sure if it goes past the 14. We'll soon find out. Looks like he's going to play it. Well, maybe not. Yeah, he's just taking his time here. I don't think that 4-ball goes past the 14. I think he's going to have to take this 7-ball, and by doing so, he's going to be moving this 2-ball, or at least he should have tried to move the 2-ball, but now he's still got this 3 to the middle, but I mean, the opportunities are going to dry up unless he moves something soon. He can roll forward, play the 1. Problem is, well, he's snookered himself on the 1 now, so that's not going to be an option. So he's going to have to be forced to take on this difficult 2 down the bottom rail. And he's kind of running out of position now. That's the problem. Once you start running out of position, it gets more and more difficult to get back into position again. Because you can see there, even if he had pot that ball, look where the white's gone. So Dunmore has got a chance here. Frame 6. And it's not a half bad chance. It's not a half bad chance unless he's gonna, well, he didn't want that 2-ball to land there because he wanted to play this 10-ball next. And it's gone awkward. And now he's faced with really very little. He's gonna have to take this 13 up into the corner pocket. And we'll know if it's there before he will. Nope. Too thick. Anubis has got another chance. Well, I say chance. He doesn't really have anything easy to go for. This frame's gone a little bit messy with just the bottom 2 balls here, the 10 and the 2. Is he going to try and cut this 4 into the middle, or looks like he's going to try and double it? But so far, Anubis has 0 doubles made out of about 4 or 5. So see if he can get this one. He's been very close on some of the previous attempts, but none of them have gone in yet. I wonder, is he going to try and just play a safety? That is obviously an option as well. Maybe just trying to play in behind the 2-ball. Or is he just going to... Well, I think what he tried to do there was take control of the bottom right corner pocket by potting the 10 with the 6. But that has not worked out that way, so the 10 exists in the game still. And that's a great shot by Dunmore to cut that 9-ball into the top corner pocket. And actually, he's got an angle here. If he plays this 13, I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to do this, but he could draw back off this 13 and try and nudge in that way. Let's see if he does it that. And that's exactly what he's done, and that is a fantastic shot. That really is. He's opened that up perfectly. That literally could not have ended up better. And this looks like a 4-2 lead in Dunmore's name after an absolutely fantastic shot off the 13 to come back down the table. Let's just take another look at that. You can see I drew the line. And that's exactly what he's done. And the 10 ended up absolutely prime for him to finish off the run. And 4-2 is the score. Well, Anubis needs to win 3 on the trot if he's going to win this match. So he needs to up his game. Dunmore playing very well at the moment. Anubis just showing his appreciation for that last shot. Yeah, that was an absolute cracking shot there. It really was, by Dunmore. And Anubis is at the table, and, well, he really needs to put this in his name, this next frame. He needs to win all three. That looks like it's going to be end of run for Anubis. Nothing, unless he just tries to hit this one as hard as he can and try and pot something. Can't see anything that's going to go here. He's just tried to play a safety shot. I'm not sure if this 11 passes the 12. I think it might just. You can see there, it's hard for us to see. I think it doesn't pass, but I could be wrong. We can't really zoom in far enough. But to me, I think that just clips the 12. So I think that's why he's decided to play a different option. And that almost went in. That was a good combo there. Attempt, but didn't play it strong enough, and it hasn't dropped. So Anubis back at the table. He's going to really be left with only this combo, the 4-1 maybe, up to the top corner. Is he going to take that on? Can't see anything else here. Yeah, he's just going to play a safety shot. The problem is that the 9's directly over the corner pocket. I mean, it's very easy for Dunmore just to carry him off a ball, or just play cushion first down the left-hand side. Well, he had that 14 into the opposite corner. Sometimes it's good just to leave a ball over the pocket and just take control. So that's what he's opted to do, and that's not a bad decision. The only thing now is that he's got a difficult next ball if he's going to continue from here. This 10 into the top left corner pocket. I think it's just going to jaw, and it's just jawed off the inner corner, and it's not dropped. So he's got 2 blocking balls, so only 4 out of the 6 pockets are currently available for Anubis. So he's got a bit of work to do if he's going to win this frame and have any chance of winning this match, that's for sure. He's going to have to play this with a bit of power to get across the other side of the table. Yeah, and that would actually be, that was the shot really, wasn't it, to try and head off the 9 and pocket that, to open that pocket up for him. But he just didn't quite get the right angle. So good news is that he's still okay. He's on this 2 ball. And he's got a good chance. He can pot. That's a very good shot. He can pot this 6 with a bit of angle and open up these 2 balls. You can just stun straight back into the 3 ball and open them up. It's going to be relying on a little bit of luck where everything ends up, but that's what he's done. And he might just decide to control this bottom left pocket and pocket the 3, sorry, the 9 off the 3 and leave the 3 where the 9 is. And basically say to Dunmore, it's up to you to resolve that. He could try and play the skill shot, which is basically potting both the 3 and the 9. In order to do that, you need to make sure that 3 ball hits the 9 full ball. So he hasn't done that. He's played that way too hard. And he's left a 3 in a position that doesn't block Dunmore really that badly, because he can play this 11 ball, float down the table, as you can see, play the 13. He could even leave the white here, because where this 10 ball is, he could literally just play the white here and pot the 12 up on top of the 10 ball. But he didn't go about it that way. And can he see the 10 ball here? I think he can just about see it. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I would have just left the white. I would have just ran through, left the white here, and then just pot the 12 onto the 10. That's what I would have done. But He's going to take this double into the middle, and he's missed it off the near jaw, and Anubis has that all-important chance now to take frame 6 to make this game 4-3, with him needing 2 frames to win. So this is an absolute golden opportunity to win here. He's got an easier, pretty easy 5-ball to the top right corner. Doesn't need to do anything with the white. Just float it in. Don't be too hard. I mean, he's played that so hard. I don't know why he's played it at that pace. He really needed to roll it in and leave the white here. But he's plied that in at some speed, and he's snookered himself behind the 12, and he's tried to get out of jail with cushion first on that 3, and he's not been able to. So Dunmore has another chance at finishing this match if he can just avoid the in-off, which he has done. That's a great shot on that 12. And there we have it, folks. It looks like Dunmore is going to take this match 5-2 in this first round. And there we have it. So we have a winner, guys. Dunmore has won this match 5-2. Well played, both players. And let's just have another look at this shot that Dunmore played in the previous frame to open up the 10-ball. That was an absolute cracker, as we say in Ireland. And well, there we have it. So again, Dunmore moving forward in this tournament. Let's just have a look at the brackets. So obviously he will move on to play Fantastical Noob in the quarterfinals. That'll be a race to 6, and we can get that game scheduled, I would say, pretty quickly. So look out for that one in the next day or two. Again, as mentioned earlier, the Shadow Sean match will be played tomorrow night at around between 9 and 10 o'clock UK time. So that will be a bit of a clash of the titans there. So make sure you don't miss that one. And at the moment, the very top left of the brackets has been moving slowly just with availability of players. So we're trying to get Granada. He'll be moving on to play I'm Back. So we're going to try and get that game organised in the next day or two also. And then once we get to that stage, we'll be really, really motoring on with this tournament, and we'll be in the quarterfinals. And from there, it should be a little bit more smooth sailing. So hopefully, with any luck, we'll be getting you lots of games next week. So do keep your eyes peeled on all of the various channels, YouTube, the website, FlyOrDie, all the rest of it. I'll be posting links whenever they are available. So thanks again, guys. Obviously, don't forget to like and subscribe to the videos. That helps massively. And I'll see you tomorrow night for the Sean and Shadow game. And until then, take it easy.